Greetings to all of you and welcome to our weekly training. Today is Monday, and we usually have a week, let's say, trainings that takes place daily, like Monday through Friday when it's 4 p.m. West African time. And today is one of those days. We have had the broadcasters meeting at 2 p.m. with my brother, Stephen Coffey, another co-Goodwill ambassador. And we also had the weekly meeting, okay, that took place at 3 p.m. And now we are having our mass adoption training. And of course, this is our usual for every Mondays. But Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at exactly 4 p.m., we are usually having our mass adoption training with the admin of TBC. But before I continue, guys, the admin of TBC is not feeling too well, okay? So he wants to take some rest, okay? He will be resting. And he might just watch the recording later. He's not feeling too well right now. And that's why we are here. But we have a lot of interesting things to talk about. Please don't go away. We have just a whole bunch of things to talk about. You won't want to miss this opportunity. And for those who have their team to rectify it, we are going to wait when the admin is around because I only do what I'm authorized to do. Okay, so the admin has not authorized me to rectify anything yet. Until when that will happen, before I can do that. So if you have your team to get ratified for the committee of 7, just be patient. I'm very sure that the admin will be strong before you know it, and he is going to take part in that. But if he ever asks me to go ahead and do that, that will be tomorrow or maybe the next day, okay? So, but not today, all right, until we have permission from the admin. Okay, guys, that being said, I want to start this training. If you are just coming in very, very new, I want to start this training by showing you a very short video for those who are very new. Before we go into details, we have a lot of things to talk about today. You won't want to miss any part of this. But let me quickly, before I even give you the key word, if you are coming into this community very new, this is what you need to know. I think I need to share this with oops. Today I want to quickly show you. Let me share this with sound, okay, for those who are having some difficulties in this community, they don't know what to do. This is what you should know when you are just new in this community. This is what you should know, okay? So, the technical, today I want to quickly show you how, if you have a problem with the technical, or if you have technical difficulties, right, in TBC, all you need to do is log into your CreditCash back office and come to the dashboard, right? So when you do that, right, you just have to come here where you have member helpers training. You just click on the member helpers training and it's going to lead you to a zone, right? It's going to lead you to a zone. I have another Zoom on, so this cannot actually open. So I'll come back here. So you can, if any technical problem you have, you can just come here. And if you're a new person and you want to understand the basics of TBC, what we are actually doing, you can come here and do that, all right? And also, if you want to know the upcoming training, you click here, all right, on the upcoming training. And then you can select a date of your choice, all right? You can select any date. For example, if you click here, you'll see upcoming trainings and there are different links. These are the upcoming trainings that we have and the links, okay? You can actually click there and get the link, all right, for the upcoming trainings. These are different time and people responsible. So if you have a technical problems, you can, if you don't have time now, you can check upcoming training, the dates, and attend those training and get help. Okay, and before going to this training, you should make sure that you have actually sent a support ticket. And if you don't know how to send a support ticket, quickly come here where you have help desk. You click on help desk here, and you go to please click to open the help desk. You click there, right? So when you click there, and you have this new page, then you have help ticket. You click on help tickets, and I don't know what category of problem you have. You can select, if it's payment problem, you can just select payment problem. You put a short summary or what happened, you just put a summary, and then explain the problem that you have here. And if you have a screenshot, always indicate with a screenshot. If you have a screenshot, you just click the browser and you insert a screenshot here, right? You insert a screenshot, and then you submit your ticket. All right, so the help desk will actually get to you and get that problem solved. And what will happen is that you will actually see if the help desk has responded to your ticket. You see something red showing attention, something very red here showing attention, and then you can now click on it to respond. So make sure that your problems are solved. If you don't get those problems solved, you can always come back to the member helpers team and get help. You can always come there and get help. And of course, I will be introducing you to the member helpers team. All right. So guys, thank you, and see you very, very soon right now. All right. So the member helpers team. Okay, so all right, so thank you. Guys, thank you so much. Can you hear me? All right, so thank you. We just heard from the member helpers. These are the team that are here to understand the problem. You can see there are so many of them. All right, thank you. See you soon. All right, so that is the team. Okay, that is the member helpers team, and you can always contact them each time you have a technical issue. Okay, each time you have a technical issue. These are the people that are working 24/7. All right, they are working 24/7 to see that all your technical problems can be solved very, very fast. Okay. All right, so I'm going to give you the keyword of the day, all right? I'm going to give you the keyword of the day, and there is just a whole lot that we shall be discussing behind the keyword, all right? There shall be a whole lot to discuss. So the keyword of the day is, the keyword of the day is flexible, okay? As a keyword of the day. Flexible is the keyword of the day. So this is the keyword of the day, flexible. So I'm going to share, let me put it here in chat. So that's the keyword of the day, flexible. Okay. All right. And this is how you use the keyword for those who are just coming in new. Okay. All you need to do is go to your Kringer Cash back office, right? Go to your Kringer Cash back office, and you go to dashboard, right? Go to dashboard, that's the first thing. And once you go to the dashboard, you go to meetings, mass adoption meeting, okay? And you scroll right down here, and you insert the keyword in this box. You insert the keyword and you submit. And if you're in the billionaire zone, you're going to have 1 TBC coin. And once you submit that, they will tell you your keyword has been submitted, okay? And you come here, you make sure that you click your reward area to trigger your reward in order for your reward to be sent into your wallet, okay? For your reward to be sent into your wallet, you need to click to trigger that in order for your reward to be sent into your wallet. And that is it. Here we are. Boom. So that is how you earn. Okay. That is how you earn from attending this meeting. Okay. Once you come to this meeting, that is how you earn. Okay, guys, why are we using the keyword flexible? Okay. The first thing I want to tell you is that there has always been a lot of flexibility in our TBC community. For those of you who are very old in this community, okay, for those of you who are very old in this community, you realize that the admin has been very, very flexible, okay, in all the things that we are doing. For example, sometimes we come here in the mass adoption and we discuss some things and we modify them, and admin will look at it and will say, okay, we need to modify this part, we need to add, we need to subtract, and sometimes we'll even vote, okay? Sometimes we'll even vote for a modification, all right? And, you know, admin has always meant his words. From the onset, TBC has always been a currency of the people, by the people, and for the people, right? And when you look at some of the things that admin has been doing, all right, for those of you who are very, very new, when you look at some of the things that admin has been doing, I quite remember like yesterday when we had to do this goodwill of a stuff. Okay, let me quickly show you for those that are just coming in, you don't know. For those, I quite remember like yesterday when admin said he's going to carry out goodwill, a great number of people did not believe, okay? A great number of people did not believe when admin pull out thousands of dollars to feed the poor. And this is money that will never come back. This is money that there's no profit in it, right? This is money that is just for humanity. Like, this is thousands of dollars just in Nigeria, about $21,000 when just for buying food to feed the needy, all right? So this is what took place. And I remember like yesterday, many people did not believe in this. People thought the enemy was joking. People did not believe it. Even when I went to Nigeria, some people did not even believe that I'm already dead. Some people were trying to tell that, it's a fake, and there is not going to come. So until when they start having pictures like this, when they start having things like this happening around, and they were like, oh, so finally it happens. All right, these are some of the things that the admin has been doing, has been giving out. People did not believe that these things will happen, but it happens. And admin has planned to do this all over the world. But we had an obstacle. What was that obstacle? The obstacle we had was this thing that we have out there, okay? The C virus, right? That we had out there. So look at people that we fed, the blind, the dumb, children, you know, the less privileged, okay? Abandoned children, the crippled, okay? There were just a whole lot that we did from the admins of TBC, okay? So people could not imagine, and this was such a fantastic moment in this community. This was such a wonderful moment in this community, and there were some people that when they came, they cried because they could not even imagine how people are suffering. I want to tell you that when you have time, if you are new, always go through this. Always go through this, okay? And see how you could read and see what happened, okay? See what happened before you ever came. Now, keyword is flexible. And admin is passing out a message, okay? There is a message that you need to know that admin is passing out right now. Many people, admin has been listening to a whole bunch of things going on in the community. There's a whole lot of things going on in the community, and admin is listening, okay? Admin is listening. People have their different opinions, okay? People have their different opinions on how they want TBC or how they want admin to run TBC, okay? And we also have our own plan. Admin has his plan. And people have ideas that they're giving out. They want admin to execute their ideas. There is one thing I know is that admin is the general overseer of this Kringle society, right? Meaning that he's the final person that takes the final decision. We can always come with proposals, right? We can always come with proposals and tell the admin, and if we come with proposals, admin is not obliged, okay, to agree with us in everything that we say, right? Because first of all, I think he's more experienced enough to see some things that will happen in future and try to put 1 and 2 together, right? Because of his experience. But that notwithstanding, he is also listening. He's also listening to us. We might have some great ideas that we might want to put in place. And sometimes even people even forget that the admin is paying bills. There is a weekly bill that the admin is paying every week. All right, there is a bill that is being paid every week to keep the system running. Okay, and sometimes we even forget. We really need to be appreciative to that, because if those bills are not being paid, then there will be no TBC today, right? There will be no TBC today if those bills are not being paid, right? So what am I saying? Admin is saying that he's very flexible. He's listening because a lot of things are going on. A lot of proposals are coming in. He's listening. He's looking into that. And if you bring your proposals and it's not considered, don't get offended. Don't get angry. Don't take it personal. Okay? Don't take it personal, because you might just be missing a point. All right? You might just be missing a point that you need more clarification. Okay? So we shouldn't take anything personal if admin do not consider our point of view. Of course, we might not agree in all our points, right? So right now we have the food subsidy program that is coming on board, and right now there is a slight improvement as compared to last month. As when you look at the weekly meeting that I just read some few minutes ago, there is a slight improvement. Remember that from the onset, okay, admin said that if we have 20,000 people in the rotator and 1,000 people per city, that is going to get us moving solid. That is going to help us to be very, very solid, okay? All right, but many months has passed and it's not really happening, okay? It's not really happening. And yeah, we are fighting. I think the people are waking up. We have the life force that has come to even wake up more people that are sleeping, and they are seeing some value in what we want to offer. And a lot of people are actually waking up. A lot of people are actually seeing reasons to join us. And admin love the momentum. Admin wants to see this momentum moving. And one of the proposals that admin is considering, like I said, the keyword is flexibility or flexible, okay? The keyword is flexible. One of the things that admin is looking forward to consider is to see that a food subsidy center can be set up even if we don't meet the targets, but it can be set up small, something small. We can start with something small. That is what he is considering. It's not like he has affirmed or he has confirmed, but he is considering doing that, like to start up something that is very small, because there is a whole lot of people that are coming up to admin and they are telling admin, you know, if we have something that has started, or if something small, if we start something small, that is going to give people the confidence to believe us. That's when people feel that admin is not serious. But when you look at, when you go behind, you look at some of the things that admin has been doing so far till now, paying all the bills, thousands of dollars every month, doing more programming, creating apps, paying. I think that's enough for us to see reasons to know that admin is serious, okay? That's enough reasons to see that admin is serious. But yet, in mind, people have shallow way of thinking. Admin came up with a plan. What was the plan? 20,000 people in the rotator, okay? And 1,000 people per city. Right now we have Ivory Coast, we have India that are actually coming up very strong, okay? But I'm warning them because Cameroon is warming up and we are already putting all our grease everywhere where it is necessary to see that we beat all these cities, okay? We are beating all these city hands down. I tell you, you're gonna see what is going to happen very soon, I tell you. And right now, the admin is considering, okay? The admin is considering starting something small, but he's going to warn you people, if he starts something small and it doesn't work, okay? And it doesn't work, don't blame him. Don't blame him, because many of us are going to the admin and said, admin, people don't believe us. We need to start something small and see how it works and blah, blah, blah. That is what people are saying. That is the message that admin is receiving all the time. And he's saying that he is considering that. Well, it's rather unfortunate that he's sick right now, but he'll be strong very soon. Okay, he'll be strong very, very soon. So this is what admin is thinking to do. But on the other hand, he is saying that it might backfire because the plan that he has is solid. Admin has a very solid plan of having 20,000 people at the rotator who are paying their program fee, and 1,000 people per city, okay? And 1,000 people per city. But people are saying that admin, you know, if we can start small, something, it can be huge, it can be that, there's a whole lot of bunch of ideas, a whole bunch of suggestions coming to the admin. And well, we are going to discuss, okay? We are going to discuss. I'm very sure that even if admin is not available, he will be watching, but we are going to discuss. Let us hear from you, because for me, well, what can I say? I know that I'm fighting to have my 1,000 people in a city. That is what I'm struggling to do. Okay, that's what I'm struggling to do. But I want to hear some of your take. Admin is considering starting something small because there's a lot of people coming to the admin and saying this, but admin is warning. Do you guys want to start something small, or we should follow the plan? That's why the keyword is flexible. Admin wants to be, the keyword is flexible. Admin has always been flexible in everything that he's doing. He has always been flexible. We know that. Because people think that the admin is joking. He's not joking. If admin was joking, he wouldn't be paying this bill. If admin was joking, he wouldn't be sending us to all those places to do goodwill. So there is no joke here. There is no joke here. We have a plan of 20,000 people in the rotator and 1,000 people per city, so that at least $50,000 can go for getting a place, like a piece of real estate, fill it with at least $25,000, and subsidies coming in every month of about $25,000 every month. But some people are on the fact that the admin should be flexible. The admin should do something that is people need to see, so that the growth, the momentum can increase. So that's according to some people. Okay, yeah. So we have been having a lot of controversies, a lot of things going on. So that well, today we'll be discussing. Today we'll be discussing about that. I'm already seeing some hands coming on board. We'll start with Lysandra, who was the first person to put his hands up. Let's go. Let's start with Lysandra. Hello, Lysandra. Greetings to you. You can unmute now. Let me. Lysandra, okay. Just click on the. Can unmute now. Okay. We'll take another person. Okay. Okay. We'll take another person. Mr. Amechi. Oh, it's another person. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Ambassador, for trying this to open. This topic, flexibility, is indeed what makes it work. And I love the way admin have been pushing up with it. But just a quick correction, sir. You are talking about other countries. Do you remember that there's a country called Nigeria, the giant of Africa? Please, don't dare us. Don't dare us, because
don't forget that this month we had the highest number of paid out more than Nigeria.
forget about that. Forget about that.
We have the highest paid members.
It's irrelevant. Don't worry. When elephant takes a move, you see what happens.
Right.
Okay. So towards what is being discussed here, I just want to speak on behalf of the community. And that in which I want to say is this. Admin is being open. And if we have anything that we feel like that is the best way forward for us to get this thing done, please don't allow another person's ideology to rule your own. So I won't be the one to start talking about it, but it is thrown open, because some of us who are closer to the top, they may say, okay, we've been made to say this or we've been made to say that. No, but we want the community. That is, if not so, admin would have just decided, okay, look at what I come up with and it must be followed. But now, throwing it out shows that he wants to hear from us. So the floor is open. I just want to add to what the ambassador have said. I'll still come with my, but let's hear from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Amechi. So guys, for those who are just coming in, today we are discussing flexibility. And for those of you who are old in this community, admin has always been very flexible. Okay, admin has, I can call more than, I don't know how many things that admin has always been flexible. For example, the program fee. We remember one time ago, it was just $25, like 8 grains was $25 for everybody, but admin has to break it down like a billionaire program, millionaire program, and startup program, because people were complaining that we have people in poor countries and they cannot pay. It's a huge amount of money. And then it was breakdown. Admin listening and it actually break down, okay? The only thing that we are calling that once there is a suggestions or once there is something to be done, or if you want to pass out a message, you should pass it with love and respect, okay? We should always pass our messages with love and respect. So admin has always been flexible. There's always been flexible. And one of the things that he is saying is that he is considering, it's not a confirmation, but he is considering starting something small because people feel that he's joking. But I trust the admin. I've worked with him for so long, and I strongly believe that he's dead serious. We have seen the bills that he's paying every month or every week. And I think if he was not serious, he would not be building all these things that we are actually building. Let us hear from Lydia. I think Lydia is from Canada. I don't know, Canada or UK, something like that. Hello, Lydia. Can I unmute now? Okay.
Hello, Mr. Imbe. Can you hear me?
Yes, 5 on 5.
Yes. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm also great. I think for the 4 years I've been with you and admin, there's nothing he has ever said and failed. And there's nothing he has brought in and it failed us. So I think we should follow his plans. And he shouldn't take those few people who are saying he should start it small way. This is affecting the whole world. All countries are inside this, our TBC. So why small? And just like Mr. Amachi said, Nigeria is so big, small will not do for them.
Right.
Ghana is small as compared to Nigeria, but still, and even Cameroon is small as compared to Ghana, but still, still, that small will not do for Cameroon. We need it big. He started a thing big. Let's go with that. Let him follow his plans and he will get us there. He has all that he has been telling us from the word go, from that for 2016, 17. Whenever he says anything, it comes to pass. Things that we weren't even believing, like this coronavirus, it has come and we are in it. So why will we narrow ourselves to small things when we indeed we are big? So I think he shouldn't listen to those ones, but it's nice he made us to know and he's flexible, but I think majority of us want it big. We want our 500,000 US dollar every month as the rotator. So can they let that one to become small? Will they like that one?
Oh my God.
To be reduced to small.
Okay.
And then this food subsidy is for us. If it is big, it's for us to enjoy. Nobody is coming to take it from us. Okay. It's all, he just wants our goodness. So I don't see why we should be limiting ourselves when in actual fact, we've got somebody who can make it big for us.
Right. Okay.
That is what I have.
Great. Thank you so very much, lady. Great contribution. Yes. All right. So we have many hands up that want to say something. let's keep our contribution also respectful. It's going to be a nice debate, right? Because I'm seeing a lot of hands up. So you can have your points, all right? I'm sure admin will be listening maybe after this. Always pass out your point, but with love and respect. Okay, so let's hear from Professor Samuel. Okay, Professor Samuel, you can unmute. Unmute right now, let's see.
All right. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I thank you, Ambassador, for this opportunity, and I greet all the members of the mass adoption team here. In fact, I had to stop by on the road to respond to this because it's very, very crucial. So, concerning the debate that we have today, that the admin has considered to be flexible.
He has not considered. He is considering. He's not. He has not considered yet.
Okay. That admin is considering to be flexible. Let me quote you.
Right.
For him to even consider, for him to even begin to consider or thinking of considering to be flexible is an answer to prayer.
Okay.
The reason is because the people are on our neck. The people are on our neck, and they are pressing very hard on us. As far as this matter is concerned, when you talk about starting small, possibly I believe the last speaker may not have understood what you meant by that statement. Starting small here is talking about the issue of having it started on a small scale, right, and then let the people sit and be convinced that this thing is working and the admin is fulfilling his promise.
What did we ever say?
For instance, during the international conference that you came here and Ambassador Steve, we met in 3 to 4 different cities for the goodwill to happen. But you know, no matter how small it is, for 2 to 3 cities in 4 or 5 cities in Nigeria, it's a small thing compared to the entire over 200 million people. But even at that, people were convinced that this thing is real, this thing is working. And after that, the whole situation turned in our favor, if not because of the evil movement of what is called the COVID-19 that shattered the success we recorded that time. And so if we come up with this thing now and the project start, it will convince every doubter out there that this thing is real. Because many people are still asking questions. Are you sure the admin will do this? He said we must get 20,000 people. When are we going to get the 20,000 people for a whole year now? It's almost 1 year, and the number kept dwindling. So the best option for us now is for us to start with what we have. Any country that can get the 1,000 people to start. And I want to say strongly here, from the resolution from my country, our people have come up with this resolution because we have met and we have received feedback from different leaders throughout the country. And what they have requested is this, that the issue of 50-mile radius, that policy should be suspended. That if we have 1,000 people from Nigeria that they pay, as long as they're living within the territory of Nigeria, let them be allowed to participate in the shopping from the store. As the news goes out and the testimony goes out, other people will be convinced to come on board, and then we'll begin to open more centers. In Nigeria, we are expecting to have a minimum of 50 centers before the end of 2021. That is our target, to get 50 centers before the end of 2021. And all we need is just to get the first one up and running. And to get that one up and running, the 50-mile radius will not work for us because Nigeria is a large place. So if we say the 50-mile radius should apply, then this project will not start here. So our appeal and our position on this is that we need 1,000 paid members from Nigeria, irrespective of their allocation. And then the number you are seeing today, that we're having just 160 or 169 people that are paid in Nigeria for the month of August is not an issue. Leave us with the number. We know what to do with the number. Let him just agree with us now on this proposal, and then you see what will happen. You see the magic with the number. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof, for your own contribution. So Prof is going with 1,000 people in a city, and they start with something on a small scale. Okay, so guys, let's keep our contribution brief and respectful, and also make it such that very, very respectful, right? Because about love and respect. So we shall be taking some other people, all right? We have Innocence from Ivory Coast. This is one of our great leaders from Ivory Coast. They are doing a great job. And when you look critically, 2 cities in Ivory Coast, they already have more than 1,000 people that have downloaded the app, okay? So they are doing a whole lot of things in Ivory Coast. Innocence, admin is considering to be flexible. Admin wants to be flexible. Is this something admin need to think about and do it? Or is it, do you think that we should go with the original plan, just like in the beginning?
Yes. Good afternoon, Ambassador. Good afternoon, all of the leaders here now. How you explained today about your topic concerning flexible, for me, it's very clear that to establish an ideal family, as we are trying to do now with our committee, to realize that kind of ideal family, we need truth, true love, true respect, and also truth. But we cannot build such kind of family without flexible or without flexibility. You know, that's why I say that sometimes admin decided like to ask us to make a vote. It's not because he cannot decide. He can decide, but why he asked us to make a vote? Because he respects each of others, because he wants to make like a true love, because he wants also to build in our relationship the truth between all the members of this community. That's why I'm thinking that because admin respect of each of others here is trying to let us to understand the meaning of the true meaning of the flexibility. That's why today, even if admin decide to be flexible, deciding another way to start to establish our center, believe and I'm also sure that everything will become reality for us. Because Ambassador, you see, even if we have already accomplished like 4,000 persons in the application, we have also like more than 1,300 persons who have paid the admin fee this month. That's why I say that if admin decide to become like a flexible person, make like a flexible, I'm sure that each of those who are already paid the admin fee as like 1,300 persons here now, because each of them can find easily 10% more. It means that before 2 weeks, I'm sure that we will realize like 13,000 persons who are paid the admin fee here now, because this is why I'm believe if admin decide to follow on these ways of flexible. This is my contribution, Ambassador. I'm believe for that.
All right, great contribution. Innocence says that 1,000 people in a city and they get started, no matter how small, is going to make it a reality, according to him. So yeah, okay, it's noted. All right. So we're going to take another person. Please make sure that you keep your opinion respectful, and of course, make it direct to the point. Right. Let's go with Tessie. I think Tessie is from Nigeria too, I guess. Yeah. Tessie. Hello, Tessie. Unmute. Okay, Tessie, are you there? Unmute. We have many hands up. Tessie, are you there? Okay, I don't know, but we'll take somebody. I'm seeing Infinix Smart HD. Infinix Smart HD. I don't know. Is that Prosper?
Yes, sir. That's Prosper, the great ambassador.
Okay. Let's hear from Tessie, and then we'll come back to you. We'll be the next person.
No problem.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, Tessie, go ahead.
Good morning, Mr. Mbe.
Good morning,
and
ma'am.
good morning to all the divisions in the house. Happy New Month.
Happy New Month.
Based on what we are discussing, what is on the ground, is because I have raised my hands up because the last person and the second last person has already touched what I want to say. Because I believe admin thinking about flexibility of the something. He has given it a long thinking or thought, before he now came up with flexibility, considering flexibility. I believe anything we can do in order to make it happen very fast. What am I trying to say? It is better we start it small. Gradually, it will be going. Instead of waiting to get such number, because you can see since all this while, many people are struggling to get such number. It is many people are struggling to get it. So instead of waiting and the time is going, and many people will be thinking whether it is what admin is saying is true or not. It's better we start it small. We arrange it and start it small. Thereby, people will now see that what admin say is working. And I believe it will attract more people, and even those who are sleeping will wake up because they have seen that whatever we say in the TBC community is being carried out. So I support starting it small instead of waiting to that large number before we start doing something. Please, anything we can do, I believe the flexibility of admin is very, very good, because I know admin is a man of consideration. He always consider front and back before he come up. Yes. Finally, so I say I support the flexibility of starting it small. It will, I believe it will go a long way to help us. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Tessie. Great contribution. And Infinix Smart, you still want to say something? I don't know. You can unmute again, then we hear from you. Prosper from Ghana, you can unmute now.
Yes, Prosper from Ghana. And great ambassador, I'm going to say before that, in fact, we are very grateful unto you and Adimi. Those of us who will know the great job you are doing, and also how you try to talk to Adimi and cry on him for our behalf. You know, some of us has been one of our great desire. And I thank God that our great Adimi as our father has come down to this particular level. Before I contribute something, that some husbands are paying program fee, they don't tell their wives. Some wives are also paying without telling their husbands. Some friends are paying without telling others. What? Because the question is that ever since you started paying program fee, what have you brought to the house? So the thing has become hide and seek. What those people that goes up, we have been experiencing is that give us evidence, even if it's a common. So I will not talk much. I also second with my brethren who said we should start it small. Let's start gradually. We can build upon it. We can even then with big and bigger and bigger. So that's what I have to say. So that at least from the old members that are dying, they can say that, oh, this is real indeed. There will not be any excuse. At least you can put to somebody that, oh, Ademi have started this and we have started this. So gradual process, it is what we are requesting. So we thank God that Ademi is being considering and we know it will work for all of us. So
Right.
Thank you very much and thank you to everybody.
Right. Thank you so very much, Prosper from Ghana. All right, so you have heard from Prosper. And we're going to take another person. Maybe we should go to the US and talk with Gina. Let's hear from the USA. Hello, Gina.
Hello, Mbe. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
So I was really hoping the admin was going to be here. And I'm hoping that concerning this word flexibility, that is something he's going to have with me. And I'm going to try not to cry.
Gina, don't cry.
You'll understand why in a minute.
Understand.
I know you guys remember, you, Mbe, should remember me saying that I was going to be borrowing money from somebody to get my children in to get that July 1,000 coin bonus. Do you remember me saying that?
Correct, yeah.
Well, I borrowed the money. I got it Friday, early afternoon. I borrowed 1,400, but I have to pay back 1,800.
Wow.
Now, I did that specifically putting myself in debt to get my children in July to get that bonus. So after I deposited the money and I bought the Bitcoin Cash, I went to go check to make sure, I had the address in for the Bitcoin Bounty. I come to realize, oh no, I don't have access to that wallet anymore. I need to change that. I was under the impression from other people I talked to that I had to change that Bitcoin Bounty address before putting my children in. So I went to Member Helper. This is my situation. I'm reading to you. Admin needs to know this. I am devastated because of what happened to me concerning Member Helpers. So I went to Member Helpers. Right about 3 o'clock my time, Central Standard Time. And I told them what I was trying to do, to put my children in. And I explained to them about the Bitcoin Bounty address being incorrect. And, needing to get it changed before I could put my children in. Now, being Member Helpers, they should have known to tell me, oh, don't worry about that. Just put your children in. You could change that later. But they didn't. In fact, the person that was at 3 o'clock helping me said, oh yeah, you have to do that first. So he helped me go in and put a help desk ticket in. He told me wait like 2 to 4 hours and then a wallet address would be changed. Well, it wasn't changed. And then about like 9 o'clock p.m. my time, that address still was not changed. And I'm still thinking I cannot put my children yet till it's changed. So I go to another Member Helper. And that Member Helper takes me into the ticket place and has me do the little thing I need to do to actually get the ticket through. He said, oh, wait a couple of hours and that address would be changed. Well, I waited a couple of hours. I just went changed. I was so tired. I could not keep my eyes open anymore. I went to bed. Saturday morning, I got up, which in my country was July 31st, Saturday. The address was changed. So I went in to try to make the payments for my children. I could not figure out how to do it, where my Bitcoin Cash was. So I went to Member Helper. This is like 10 o'clock a.m. Saturday, my time. Do you know, I sat there for 30 minutes waiting for someone to come help me. Nobody ever came. Then I went to church. I'm a Sabbath keeper, a 7-day Adventist. So I go to church on Saturdays. I went to church. When I got out of church, around 1 o'clock, I went back to member helper, and I tried from 1 o'clock till 5 p.m. my time, and no member helper ever came help me. I would go in and wait like 20, 30 minutes. They never helped me, so then I would log out, wait 10, 15 minutes, log back in. And I kept doing that for hours, and nobody came help me. Finally, around 5 p.m., I got somebody, Mr. Innocent, and he helped me to get my children in. Now, according to my time, the last child I got in was at 6:55 p.m. my time, which was 11:55 midnight in London. So Innocent and me were like, yeah, we did it. We got him in on time. So I borrowed this money and put myself in debt so they could get the July 1,000 coins. But when I go check on Sunday morning, it is saying my children did not get on time and did not get that $1,000 bonus. And I put myself in debt to do that. And because of the negligence of all of these member helpers, it is saying my children did not get that bonus for July, and I am devastated.
Okay, so.
Member helpers should know how to help people right. Those two should have told me on Saturday, don't worry about that, just get them in. And then on Friday. And then on Saturday, if a member helper is supposed to be there, they should be there to help. I have wrote down the names of everybody, all of the member helpers that didn't show up and the ones that didn't give me right information.
Okay, so you have the list, right?
I have the list, yes, of everybody's name, but I don't want to put it here public. I don't want to berate all their names in front of everybody here.
Okay, it's fine. Gina, don't worry. We'll have a private call, okay? And we'll look into that, right? So
thank you.
We'll get a private call. So just calm
I'm
down.
sorry that I'm crying, but I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
You don't have to cry.
Borrowed,
I
would not, if you understand, I would not have borrowed that money if it wasn't for the 1,000, because I would have had plenty of time to get them in from August to December. I wouldn't have had to borrow the money. So now I'm in debt, but yet my children don't have the thing that I went in debt for. Oh.
Okay. So, well, we'll look into that again. Okay. So just relax, Gina. We'll look into that again. Okay. So don't stress yourself so much. We'll look into that again afterwards. And I will take it to the admin. I think we are connected on Facebook, right?
Yes, we are in Facebook.
Okay, fine. We'll talk on Facebook. Just relax. Calm down. Okay. Everything will be fine. I'll personally take it to the admin.
One more thing. The last child I get in the fourth one, like I went in and I checked their stuff because I have access to their accounts. My last child, on all the other ones, it says ADB to the end of year reward, but on my last child, that's not there for her, and I don't understand that either.
Don't worry, we'll look into that. Don't worry. Let's just connect. We'll just connect. Maybe after the bus adoption, we'll connect again. All right.
So that's why I said I hope the admin will have flexibility, because it was not my fault. It was member helper's fault.
Well, we'll see. I can't say in the place of the admin right now. But what you just need to do now is to calm down, and then we'll pick it from there. Okay. But Gina, you could just hit me up on Facebook. We'll talk about that. Don't worry. Just hit me up on Facebook. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Okay. So, guys, yeah, you understand. It's really painful sometimes like that. Let's get another person. Okay, let's get another person. We have many hands up. We have Kwasi. Okay, Kwasi. Answer. Let's hear from you. Unmute yourself.
Okay. Thank you, Mbe. Greetings to all the community. Greetings to admin. Thank you very much for this opportunity, admin, and all the TBC community. I know that we are moving somewhere. We are going somewhere. Because when admin come up with this flexibility, meaning that we are about to hit our target. why I must say that? Because when you're looking at the whole community, like TBC community started with, let's say, admin. It started with only admin, but now look at the community, how big it is. Meaning that 1,000 journey, it started with one step. So when we decide and when admin agree for us to start with small we have now, when we start with the small we have now, it will turn big in the near future, because it will show that we are serious and we are doing something. Because many of us, we've been paying admin fee regular every month, non-stop. We and our children, we can pay for our children, our wives, and our families. But we can't purchase anything. We can pay every month without buying anything. The active buying with our TBC, it will encourage the inactive members for them to become active. So I'm happy for what we are discussing today, because it's a great opportunity for the active members. I will stop here. I greet all of us. Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you so much, Kwasi. Appreciate your contribution.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. For those of you who are just coming in, the admin is not feeling too well. That's why he's not here today. We pray that he should be fine, so that maybe by tomorrow or Wednesday, he will be with us, okay? And today, the admin is considering being flexible, okay? Being flexible. And one of the things the admin is considering is like starting a token, starting something small for our food subsidy center, starting something very small, because people don't believe that what the admin is doing is very serious. So your opinion also counts, you know. Admin has always been flexible, but if your opinion is not considered, don't get angry, okay? Don't get angry. Let our opinions here also be respectful, and no use of strong languages, and make it brief, because we just have a whole bunch of hands that are up. Let's go with Said from India. Hello, Said.
Yeah, good evening, Brother Ambe.
Good evening.
And good evening to all the TVCN's leader in worldwide. So thank you, brother, give me this opportunity. And yeah, this is very good time to discuss about the flexibility in our United for Food Subsidy. So every of the state, and I would like to speak in our country. So we have the 29 state in India. So, and just now we have qualified for in Manipur. First of all, in India, we have qualified one state in Manipur. In Manipur, we have, in Manipur state, we have a 16 district. So now we are planning to expand our United for Food Subsidy in every of the district in Manipur state, in one state. So before I try to expand our food subsidy center throughout India-wide, every in a state. So people are having the lots of negative. So, okay, let it be, let them to be negative. So where we are going to start the food subsidy center, just I want to show them, after that there will be the positive. That's my thinking. So all the peoples in Manipur, divisions member are very much excited at this moment, and they are ready to cash the food subsidy center, and they are trying to produce the more and more divisions member. Every day they are trying to join new members, more than 2 members, 5 members, 10 members, each and every member. And we are doing every day here in Zoom meeting, from Monday to Friday, every 1 p.m. in our Indian Standard Time also. And the people are joining and people are learning. my MN objects in our team members is not should be stay as a division member. Simply should not be stay as a simple division member. Every of the division member has to become a leadership quality. Every of the division member has to be must what is the TBC and what is the cryptocurrency. Every division have to be learned. Just doing, I do like this. And after knowing the people, after knowing the divisions, what is the cryptocurrency and what is the TBC, people will be excited automatically. And the people will expand automatically through their neighbors and their friend circle also. So as soon as possible, we are trying here in our India also, different state also, we are expand more food subsidy center, and even as soon as possible, if possible, by the grace of Almighty, if the possible, within this month, we are trying to set up another food subsidy center in Manipur also. So I request to all the TVCN's member throughout the worldwide, please try to set up every of the country at least one food subsidy center. This is a must. And our admin object is that 20,000 people have to be qualified. So let it be complete our 20,000 member as soon as possible, and make the committees and let discuss about our state, about our country, and make the food subsidy center. This is not easy. Just you should not be stay as a division not only for namesake. Just try to be expand and try to be explain our community. Thank you so much, Ambassador.
Great contribution, Said. Thank you so very much. All right. We have many people that really want to contribute. Maybe we should continue with Ruben. Ruben, you can unmute now. Let's hear from you, Ruben. Ruben.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Mbe.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
I'm happy to have the to mention what I have in mind. We start with the small as I suggested, because now like in our country they have just opened. People are very happy and hungry. So to convince people to join right now when there's nothing, they find it a problem. Say, we don't have the money, we want the food. Now you are talking over that, so it becomes a problem. But when we start small, people look at that and say, I think that is a very good agency. I think it is going to help us. Let's join. They will join very quickly with eager, because they are seeing. You see, poor people usually want to see, then believe that what we are doing is correct. Okay. But right now, if we continue like that and say, let's wait until we get 1,000 members in the city to start off the food store, it becomes a problem, right? Like in our country right now. Because it is mostly our region area.
Really choppy. The network is not very good. Robin, the network is not very good. Maybe you can complete it on chats. Well, I think I got part of it. You are for starting something small, and let the admin be flexible. Okay, I think I tried to get that, but the network is not very, very, very clear, right? So we might come back to you again and try again. All right. So let's take another person. Remember that we are talking about flexibility. Admin has always been very flexible in our community from the time that we started this community, and there are a lot of things that he has been doing. People have been giving lots and lots of ideas, lots and lots of suggestions to the admin. And the fact that you have given suggestion does not mean that it must be considered, right? So admin is considering being flexible, starting a small thing, something very small as compared to our usual, our plan. But what do you guys think? Let's hear from Mr. Amechi.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. The rest of the community, all those of you who have kept on holding tight with the appreciate you all. There's no doubt in my mind that if TBC is not real, most of us, it's only those who don't understand it to be what it is that are getting angry and things. But I've taken my time to really look into it, and without questioning, without sounding confusing, we are looking at a situation whereby, as humans, all of us, okay, everything in this life always starts small. And it's from that small nature, you grow it to become big. Even nature itself, do everything small. So if you have to wait until it becomes big, look at some people come in, they get to stay for a while. What am I doing? I cannot do this. I kind of all this. Well, we are not preaching that those people who are not strong enough to keep on doing things is good. But we are looking at a situation whereby how to grow the community. People need. The last person talked about that poor people. Permit me to disagree with that. We are not poor. Tibetians, you are not poor. Agree with me with that. You are not poor. Okay? We, for the sake of others, we are building TBC for ourselves. We are building TBC for others to see. Most of us have received a whole lot of insults, all in the name that are stayed with the TBC. But being humans that we are, is going to turn overnight. When they start saying that, actually, yeah, I can get something from this TBC. Okay, good and fine. It must not be me before it will be proven right or it will be proven real. If somebody can get it, I can use that person's testimonial to move on with my community, the thing I'm doing. So if I am to say, with all due respect, starting small has always been the best because it's from the small. So that is my own opinion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Amechi. Guys, remember that if anything happens, if admin ever considers starting small and anything happens, don't blame the admin. Don't blame the admin because he has a plan, and but he is still considering being flexible. So if he ever starts small and anything ever happens to the centers, because remember that the centers that he's going to create, that is the money that is going out without, there's no profit from it, right? There's no profit from the money that is going to be spent because people will be spending 50% TBC. And he's supposed to subsidize that every month. And if it is not subsidized, then it's going to fail. And if the community does not grow, okay, if the community does not grow as a result of an example that has been set up, then that is going to be a very big failure. And we're just going to look ourselves, I don't know how we're going to look ourselves. So we should consider all this before we are saying that we should start small, right? Because starting small means that there must be growth. And if there's no growth, we have failed. And I think that admins don't like failure, okay? It's better we don't do it than doing it and fail. Let's hear from Harion. Hello, Harion.
Yeah. Hello. Greetings to everyone.
Greetings to you, Harion.
Yeah, thank you. I wish admin a very speedy recovery. So, at the same time, yes, we know that admin has been very, very flexible right from time. I could remember when we started, when TBC started, Mr. Imbi can bear me witness that even people, it is we members that are selling TBC, to say then, and admin was having nothing, was receiving nothing from us, either TBC or maybe either Bitcoin or something like that. No admin fee then. Nothing goes to admin. The money went to the leaders that were selling TBC then. But now it came to a time that, okay, we needed to start paying admin fee. so that all of us will have this senses of responsibility and belongings, and then the community will start to grow. But now, you see, for example, in Nigeria, my country, some people are very bitter in the sense that they have spent a lot of money to those leaders, they are giving those leaders money, and nothing got to the admin. But now, they can now see that, okay, even if you pay for a month to get 100 TVC, which is good, is good. But all those people now, they are now waiting. Okay, what will now be our gain? Or let us see that, okay, TBC has started giving something for us, bringing something to me. In our own palace, in your adage, they say, I'll put it in English, I will just try to say it in English, that a roasted dog is sweet, but what will you be eating before a roasted dog become eatable, so that before it got roasted? Now, this is the thinking of our people, most especially in Nigeria. Let me tell you, Nigerians are not poor. Nigeria, they are enterprising people. They like to try so many things, and if it gets work, then they do everything they have within their capacity to make it work. So, as for example, in Nigeria, if we start small, I can tell you that those people that are crossing their fingers, watching us that, okay, what is the next thing? You will see that they will be forced to rush to us when they see that, okay, something has just started small. And that from that small thing, we are going to grow bigger. I believe so. Once we are 1,000 people, get paid people, then we get good to go. And I know, as a Nigerian, I know in Nigerians, they will make payment when they see people, when they see that some people are getting some food stuff, 50% crinkle, 50% cash. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Arion, for that wonderful contribution. Okay, so we have another person, Simplice. Simplice, unmute. Let's hear from you, Simplice. Hello, Simplice. Oops. I don't know. Looks like we lost Simplice. Okay, unmute now, Simplice. All right, we have many hands up. Wow. So we're going to take another person. All right, we're going to take another person in the name of Tesfas Lasse. Tesfas Lasse. Pardon me if I don't pronounce your name very well.
Good evening, Mr. Ember.
Good evening to you.
Nice to see you again. A new week. All of you TV channels, good evening.
Good evening.
I think admin is it's a wonderful idea, flexibility. When you see admin, we are co-admins, so they give us democratic. So we have to take action and get a risk we are doing together. That is, we are following together one community. If it is a winner, we have together win. If we have a risk, we have to do the risk and recover it. So as it is flexibility, we need that in every community, we need that testimony is better than the ideology. So we have to do something and testimony that. After that, so many people are coming to the community. So I agree with those leaders that talking before. So let me start with small and think with a great thing big. So let's think, dream big and start with small. Dream big and start with small. So this is my idea that contributing for this community. So we have to start with small, and we do that, the testimony, and we follow everything as it is coming.
Okay.
I'm sure that we have to be done winner that. This is wonderful idea, that's flexibility.
Right.
Thank you very much for giving me the chance, Mr. Ember.
Thank you so very much. This fast. Okay, so we'll take another person. All right, we'll take another person. We have Jacob from Ivory Coast. Jacob from Ivory Coast. Hello, Jacob. Unmute yourself, Jacob.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Okay. Bonjour à tous les milliardaires. Bonjour l'admin. Bonjour ambassadeur Mbé.
Bonjour.
Je suis très ravi d'entendre ce petit mot-là ce soir. Mes remerciements vont d'abord vers l'admin. En lançant ce projet TBC pour sortir l'humanité de la pauvreté, d'abord c'est un grand projet. C'est une grande première pour amener et donner de la joie à des nécessiteux, des gens que l'humanité ne calculait pas avant. C'est un grand projet. Et étant l'initiateur, il devrait être ce genre de personne qui revoit régulièrement sa position par rapport à l'évolution du projet sur le terrain. La Côte d'Ivoire a décollé un coup, mais pourtant c'est en Côte d'Ivoire tous les mauvais messages sortaient. C'est un travail qui a été fait. Et ce travail a besoin d'être soutenu. Et c'est un exemple qu'on donne à tous les francophones parce que on nous traite sur le plan affaires de façon légère. On ne nous prend pas au sérieux, les francophones. Mais aujourd'hui, on est en train de démontrer aussi que les francophones, quand ils veulent, ils peuvent l'obtenir. Et en nous soutenant pour changer de position et puis revoir sa position pour ramollir sa position et puis permettre à notre communauté d'avancer à partir de l'exemple de la Côte d'Ivoire, c'est une joie pour nous. Et nous ne pouvons que lui dire merci. Et te dire merci aussi, toi, leader Mbé, parce que c'est ensemble que nous sommes en train de faire ce projet. Quand je prenais l'avion pour venir au Cameroun l'année dernière, je n'avais jamais été au Cameroun. C'est la conviction en moi par rapport à TBC qui a fait que j'ai pris ce risque de venir au Cameroun. Et on s'est vu au Cameroun, à Douala. Je suis resté 2 mois. Je suis très content d'entendre ce mot-là aujourd'hui. Et le développement qui se fait autour, c'est vrai, je ne suis pas très bien en anglais, mais je suis convaincu que notre administrateur est en train de revoir sa position et cela, ça nous va droit au cœur. Toute la communauté francophone et surtout toute la communauté ivoirienne n'attend que cela. Vous voyez les chiffres que vous avez actuellement en ligne, ce n'est pas un hasard, c'est un travail de fait. Et il y a beaucoup d'anciens TBCiens à qui on a dit activez votre application United for Food. Quelque chose va se faire à partir de ce que nous faisons. Ils ont dit bon, nous on va activer. On reste en œuvre, on observe. Si dans 2, 3, 4 mois on ne voit pas votre centre alimentaire, on va vous dire que votre administrateur là, il est fait pour nous blaguer. Mais ce mot-là, flexible, je suis convaincu que l'admin va revoir sa copie et toute la communauté francophone va décoller avec nous, y compris le Cameroun. Moi, je n'ai pas beaucoup de stratégie, hein, mais je viendrai au Cameroun pour montrer au Camerounais comment on a fait pour prendre la première place. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup, leader Jacob. Thank you so very much. Great contribution. Okay, so we'll go with Yubidu. I think Yubidu has been here for a while. Let's take Yubidu and hear from him. Hello, Yubidu.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, Ambassador Mbe, Honorable.
Good evening to you, sir.
And greetings to all the members too. All along, first I want to wish admin a quick recovery. Jehovah, the true God who has health, will give him back his good health not long from now. So all we have been having from admin has actually been showing that the direction that he is charting has always been good for us, because he has not in any way misled us. All he has been putting forward for us has always turned out. Eventually, we'll find out that it's going to be true. And that makes me to remember that word, flexibility. It is like imitating the creator of the entire universe. You'll be surprised that he too is flexible. There was an instance where he sent angels to go and destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. And Abraham, because he has his nephew there, was afraid. Is my nephew and his family going to be destroyed? He was then asking God, please, God, if there are about 50 people who are righteous, will you destroy them? He said, no, he will not destroy them. That question continued until 5. God was flexibly reducing the number until 5. And because they could not get up to 5, well, they saw it. The town, the entire city was destroyed. So that is flexibility on the part of Jehovah God himself. So I'm saying that admin being flexible will also help all of us present. But I have my little change. If we are saying we will start small, we all agree we will start small. But in the little town where I am, assuming we are 20, is admin going to start with that 20? That cannot be. It will become like abusing the entire program. My point is that instead of waiting for 20,000 to be completed before he starts getting to the first city, the second city next month, and so on, that is where I'm thinking that he should start small. We might not really get to 20,000. He can start with any of these cities that have gotten 1,000 in a little way, so that others will be seeing the progress and they want, what am I doing? Let me also move my own to 1,000. And when 20 cities or 20 countries have gotten up to 1,000, the 20,000 has been achieved, and then the number will continue to increase. So that's not starting small is only reducing, waiting for the number, not waiting that 20,000 be reached. But any city that has reached 1,000 should be given small to start so that others will want to see how they can imitate him. That is just what I think about the entire range, so that the thing does not snowball and boomerang to us so that we start regretting, how can you start something you cannot finish? That would be too bad. Right. That is my little suggestion. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, guys. Great suggestions. And like I said before, guys, remember that admin starting small means that we need to prove to him that we can sustain that and double the amount of sign-up. Because if he starts, or if he considers starting small and we are not able to increase the number of sign-up, then we have failed, because the money he's putting in is not something that there will be some profit coming back. And don't also forget that the admin is paying weekly IT department, okay, for us to get our system running smoothly. So if we are considering starting small, we should make sure that we are putting all those things in place, okay? So we're going to take another person. We just have a whole lot of hands up ever since we started this program today. It's like this is the highest program that people want to say something. Let's hear from, I think the hands of Paulinus have been up for a while now. Let's hear from Paulinus.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Amde.
Good evening.
And good evening to the...
Yeah, I'm going to mute you, please. Make sure that you slow the volume of your sets, okay? Slow down the volume of your set around you. There's a lot of noise where you are, so we'll come back to you later, okay? And we'll go with Mr. Feng Jia. Is that Feng? Yeah, I'm sure.
Yes, you are sure. Yes, good evening, Ambassador. Good evening to the rest of the community. Good evening, admin. We know you are not there, but you'll listen to this, the recording of this meeting. We are praying for you, that God will bring you back to us. We still need you. I would like to begin by saying my position, and then I'll make a bit of explanation. I am in support of those, as I've listened to all especially the leaders of the food subsidy centers in various countries, India, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, and all the other people that contributed. People are saying we need testimony, okay? So I am in support of us starting small. Ubindu, began to make suggestions. I want for us to think. I don't know whether we'll answer that question here, but I think it's a question that we need to put in place. We want to start small. How small is small? It's a question that we will need to address, okay? How small is small? The idea of being flexible, if we are flexible at this point, we should continue to be flexible up till the point where this project succeeds. So we are not anticipating that there will be failure. And even if we fail, we should, be flexible enough to do something that will make us get up and move on. Now, but I also want to correction, Ambassador. My correction is this: as I have listened to the various leaders and people that have contributed, I can't hear the voice of somebody who is saying, "I don't believe that admin will do what he, this thing." I can't hear anybody who has said, I don't believe that admin will, carry through with his promise. Admin has always carried through with every promise that he has made. The people that have a problem, and we are the ones representing them because we go to the field, the people that admin does not have access to are the people raising the question. It is not us, because if we had a problem, we would not be paying our program fee. Some are paying, the 1 year program. And I heard Gina cry. It's not easy for anybody at this time to take, the money for 1 year and pay. So we believe in admin, but the number of us who believe in admin are not many compared to those who are out there that we are trying to bring in that do not believe. So the testimony will be a great thing. So let's start small, but how small will we start? It's a question that we will need to address. Thank you very much.
Wow, that is a great question there. Thank you so much, Mr. Feng, for that wonderful contribution. Yeah, how small is the small? I think it might be another question for another day. I don't know. The admin will be able to say something. If he ever consider what we are talking here, only him can answer that question. And left to the community to decide, right? Thank you, Mr. Feng. Let's hear from Mr. TBC Professional. His hands has also been up for a while now. Mr. TBC Professional from the Dubai.
Yes, from Dubai, first of all. TBCN, very upset. Our admin is sick. I hope he's going to be fine. And thank you very much, Derek, and all of our TBC family. We are one family, and we love each other, we respect each other, and we have to learn TBC properly, and we can do it. That's it. And I'm really sorry for our TBC sister, Gina. Don't worry, our admin he's a great man. I never seen in my life. I met so many rich people and great people in my life. Okay. But I want to tell you from my heart that admin is a great man. So don't worry. We are always laughing around. We are doing the TBC. So please don't worry about that. We are always with you and we are one family. We are helping each other. Okay. So don't worry about that. And guys, please, this is the time for the TBC jumping around. So we have to help our community be strong and super strong. Superstar strong should be. Nigeria, like Ivory Coast, Cameroon, other different African country. And I want to say when India, Bangladesh is doing great. I'm going to declaration from my mouth. Always, the guys, I'm always giving the declaration and make it happen. This month, I'm going to do already Habitat again in this month. And I'm going to pay this month with my team 1,000 paid members. This is the first time 1,000 paid member will be coming this month. This is my declaration, and we want to pray for admin that he is going to be speedily he is going to be recovery, and we want to see him very soon in our Master Election meeting. And we love you all, guys. And there is so many things is going on, and TBC is a more powerful than CoinCap market coins. We are more powerful than Bitcoin. Guys, I want to say one thing, please. Remember one thing. Today, 21 million coins, Bitcoin. What is the price? $40,000 plus. And our TBC after 5 years later, it is going $3.6 billion. It is not going to be after 5 years later, the price is going to be $3.6 billion. But one Bitcoin is going to be $1 million or $500,000. So what is the value of our TBC and what is the value of the Bitcoin? I'm not against of Bitcoin. I'm Mother of Bitcoin, mother of cryptocurrency is the Bitcoin. So I respect it and I salute it. But remember, guys, there was a time 8 taka of 1 Bitcoin. I was in London and I saw the people there said, this is Bitcoin. Now TBC, people are thinking this is a bullshit. This is not a bullshit. This is the one of the greatest coin in the whole world. Especially, I'm going to tell you again and again, guys, make it happen. This is the TBC. You cannot find as a society, Kringle society, you cannot find as like TBC society. TBC coin, Kringle society, you cannot find any other society like that. We are very strong, and our teacher is Edwin. He was helping us one of the greatest way. And we are teaching to the people right way to doing it. So guys, please try to understand the system. Try to attend the master adoption meeting every day, Monday to Friday. And our MB, Derek, ambassador of TBC, he's doing great job. And admin, also all of our TBC, we are doing great job. So most of we have to be taking action as a leader.
Thank you
I'm
so
a leader.
much.
I'm going to.
Thank you
Yes,
so
thank
much.
you very much.
We have
Thank
many
you.
hands up.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Thank you. I'm going to declaration. I'm going to pay 1,000 in my team this month. So please ask yourself. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you so much, Mr. TBC Professional, for that wonderful contribution. He was the heavy hitter for the month of July, and this month he is promising to do more of that. That is a great one there. Okay, so let's listen to another one. Dr. Haptem from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. Dr. Haptem, glad to see you.
Thank you. That doctor is just a kind of a nickname. Thank you, though, anyway. Yeah. Greeting to all members of this great visionary committed community. Before I give my suggestion, I first to wish admin to have great health and to come very sound and strong, and also to say Gina a little bit about Gina. Don't worry, we are community. If there is a pain, we have to share it, and like Mr. TBC Professional just said, really, we have to share the pain because we are community. Yeah, and also I would suggest Gina, life is full of lessons. Just to access such a great success, you need all those pains, and it is a process of growth even in spirituality, whether it is in faith, in hope, or in love. You have to pass through those things and be strong. And also you are with a very, very strong community here, because otherwise, there are many assemblies and many communities out there, but not with the vision we have here, because we are going to change the sufferings from all the world. You don't have to borrow money anymore, and nobody has to borrow money. That's where we're heading. That's what we are here for. So I would like to say, Gina, don't worry, it's going to be the past, but we have to pass through it. That's why this is a spiritual growth. That's how let us grow in faith, in hope, and in love. So that's the process. So I would like just to mention that, because when you are in pain, you forget all those things. I know you know those for where, but because you are in pain now, so you don't remember all those things. So don't worry. Having said that, the computer doesn't communicate you, because the computer is programmed like that, but the people does. So the final say is going to be admin. So he can order the programmers, to do a little bit more job to correct all those. Of course, that needs money. That brings me to money. Why the admin brought this visionary idea of this food subsidy center? There are many goals, but one is to reach the poor. That's the main goal. Second, is to reach mass adoption and to make it more believable, more accessible, more spendable. TBC is. So to make that, these food subsidy centers are kind of a grease for the machine we have, this TBC machine. Those are a grease to help us to go reach there. So there are some countries with overpopulation cities, and admin have those big picture. So first, his idea was to reach 3 food subsidy centers in each countries. There are about 300 countries in the world, if I am mistaken, 290 something, 91 or something. So in those countries, if we have 3 subsidy centers, that will be the news will go so fast. That was his initial one of his ideas. But later on, he considered the population, and then he said, okay, 50 miles radius, give me that 1,000 members, and then I'll open it for you. And later on, that 50 miles is, for some of us in kilometers, is around 80 kilometers radius. Okay, we find some problematics, and we're suggesting, okay, let's make it city-wise. Okay, so I can't speak, for other countries, but the town I am living in still doesn't make any sense at all. Even they don't care about food subsidy center. It's not an issue for them. I live in Europe, so it is not an issue. There are not that many poor people here. So for them, it's just like, okay, give me something else. Like, I have to talk another thing. So I tried it. For me, assembly would be working here. So to come to the point, okay, when we have small is good idea to start with. Like any business, like admin started himself, now we are about 4 million people. That's a good news, a good positive thing. However, look at the core, not the core, the rotator, where it's supposed to be 11,000, 1,100 people. If we have only India or let's say Cameroon or Nigeria, all those 11,000, at least we have the admins has a cushion to run, the business so fast. I mean, like, to develop, because this computer stuff, and if you read about Bitcoins, they have to switch places and to be flexible and run. They spend millions and millions of dollars. Admin doesn't have that flexibility, but we are not that spendable right now. But by that time, we need infrastructures that run like 300,000 transactions in a second. All of us, we are purchasing online, so we can't handle. To handle that, you need a big infrastructure. So let's help him. How we help him? By filling up those rotator and core groups. In order to do that, I don't mind it's coming from Cameroon, Nigeria, or Sudan. It doesn't matter. But he gets a cushion to run the business, so he can expand, he can launch. But now he's so limited. We are limiting him so much because we don't give him a cushion. So I don't mind if you start like a 50 person, but how are you going to subsidize that one? Admin is going to give you half of the money you are bringing to the sponsors, half of it to the administration, half of it is going to be to the subsidy, open subsidy centers. So help him. How are we going to work on that? I'm looking on his shoe, I'm just putting myself on his shoe. And so if you have an idea how we can solve that, then he will accept it as soon. He'll run and be flexible, as long as we can bring, how we going to put that subsidy center, how we fill the staff. And you have idea? So if you have an idea, just let's discuss that. And that would lead us to some positive issues. So before we take it to admin and, hey, be flexible, I have 50 people here, okay? Okay, how much it costs in your town to open that kind of little store for those 50 guys, because as I said, he has to pay, for the goods and stuff to fill up that local subsidy center. Not to mention the initial cost,
Okay.
So yeah, so let me make it short, and thank you for listening to me. Great contributions, and just let's be open and discuss on. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Abdom, for that wonderful contribution. I think that still boils down to how small is the small, just like what Feng said. How small is the small? So we need to consider all the expenses that admin is doing, paying the programmers, the servers every week. We have to consider all that, and 50% of what we are putting in goes to the sponsor, just like what Hapton is saying. So are we putting all that into consideration to see that we don't run out of business? Because if admin runs out of business, or if we run out of business, admin might just be fine. But what about us? We might not just be fine at all. And we don't even want to ever think of running out of business, right? Okay, so let's hear from Augustine. Let's hear from Augustine.
All right, thank you very much. And greetings to everyone. In fact, today's topic has been wonderful. I didn't want to actually contribute, but at some point, man, the contributions of people started, igniting that will to speak out. And I want to also say sorry to Gina. And I also want to say that we're in a community built on love and respect. Your cry will not go in vain. I believe that the administration knows how best to handle your matter. So relax. And I also want to contribute all the leaders of the Food Subsidy Committee in Nigeria that made their contributions. You guys spoke well. And I also want to give a shout out to everyone that made their own contributions. Most of us want this Food Subsidy Center to start up small. And initially I wasn't in agreement, but you see, majority has to carry these votes. So I have to side with them. But then within split seconds, it's a very dicey thing. If we do not do it well, we will fail. And no one wants to fail, especially at a time like this. So I also want to give a good shout out to Mr. Obindo. You call him Yubidu. No, that's an Igbo name. So it's Obindo. That's his name. And I also want to give a shout out to Fen. You guys made very good contributions. And my professor, I would pick from the three of you, because my professor was the opinion that the idea of 50-mile radius would not apply. And to an extent, in our Nigerian setting, it may not apply, because most of us in Nigeria we are overtaken by the Thomas mentality. If we don't say, we won't believe. So I think I can side with that one. Now, on the area of Mr. Feng, he was of the opinion that how small, and it's also the same thing that Mr. Ubindu said, how small. Yes, if I would contribute, how small should be at least $20,000 should be the small, in my opinion. I stand to be corrected. Now, how can we achieve that goal? From my little small statistical analysis, if we have at least 5 countries that can measure up to 1,000 active members, it should suffice to sponsor one particular country in order, like from our food subsidy app. It was India that was leading. At some point, Ivory Coast took over. So at this point, Ivory Coast has the highest order. So if we have 5 countries that could make a monthly or yearly subscription up to 1,000, I think that funding should suffice to sponsor one of these countries, which is Ivory Coast. And with that, we should not be in a haste, because this is still a test run. We could leave it for another 3 months to see how well Ivory Coast can multiply, and then let it be so obvious that people in Ivory Coast now see evidence. I believe in 3 months' time, it should create enough ripple effect to have even more than one franchise in that particular location at the same time, the countries out there will see that there is one food subsidy center that is running. And then so many of them will begin to measure up to be able to get 1,000 active members. And once 5 other countries should get 1,000 active members, it should also suffice to cover up for the next one in order of preference, which should be India. Now, this is a rough estimate. I stand to be corrected. But the bottom line is, if we're able to have five different countries, 5 different countries in batches of 4, to be able to sponsor 4 different other countries, those ones should self-replicate so that they can be able to have several franchises. And with that, we'll complete the core team. With that, we'll complete 20,000, because everybody is interested in making sure that if we keep up at this, we should be able to have our own food subsidy center. Now, if you do your plus and minus, and we're able to do this, within 6 months, we should be able to have at least 3 food subsidy centers within 6 months, if you do your small calculation. Now, within 1 year, we can have up to 9 food subsidy centers within 1 year. Now, this is a small calculation. If our limit is around $20,000, now the administration is in the best position to decide if this will hold or not. But one thing is sure, from this our small analysis, when we start one, and then that one is self-evident for everyone to see, I believe it can't fail, because this was how, when we started our Bitcoin bounty, in fact, so many people had fears when that Bitcoin bounty started, including me. I was afraid that, wow, we are struggling to make a monthly subscription, and so many people are complaining, and now it's double the amount. That, am I sure this will succeed? But to my surprise, it happened the first month, second month, third month, 6 months, 1 year, second year, and now it's a law in the system. It's now 50-50. So if that could apply, and I had fears, and it succeeded well, I believe this food subsidy center has more than what it takes to succeed. We have the numbers. So we only need the will and at least one person to see. And once one person sees that, oh, this is real, even though it's not in your country, the condition to be in your country is just get 1,000 active members. And that's it. Someone can just decide to say, okay, I'll pay for 3 months. And then after 3 months, I believe I'll have our own, based on meritocracy, first come, first serve. I think this is very possible. We can have up to 5 food subsidy centers before this year runs out, if we do our homework well, subject to admin's approval. You know, I will stop at this point. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Augustine, for that contribution. So we are running towards the end of our program. We still have many hands up. I think this is one of the highest programs that we started with. Many people want to say something, right? So let's go with Bartholomew. You can unmute. Bartholomew. You can unmute.
Good evening, Bear.
Good evening.
Why I'm laughing.
Yeah, we know ourselves.
Yeah, we know ourselves exactly. Everybody.
We are having some check your mic, because some shocking sound is coming behind. Don't know.
Okay.
Try to adjust.
Yeah, it's open. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. Am I all right?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Let me wish the admin a quick recovery. Let me also apologize for the last time. It wasn't my fault. My network died.
Right.
I refused to. That was last Friday. I refused to come on board anymore.
Right.
For the rest, I tried to reconnect, but it failed. Ambassador, I have this issue, you know, and it just manifested with what Gina said. I don't know the criteria for under which the helpers were selected. You know, I don't know. I don't intend to be rude here, but I want to say that some of them seriously, if I'm asked to say, I would say that seriously, some of them are not properly at grasp with what their functions are. And you need to look into that and address it properly. Otherwise, what happened to that lady wouldn't have happened. And you see, she was crying, meaning that she was very pained, you know. Okay, having said that, you know, right in my contribution on Friday, I was talking about what people see and all that. I believe that the food subsidy, and I also mentioned that the food subsidy center establishment is going to be a bomb.
Right.
It's going to bring quite a lot of people into TBC community. Now, look at what is the trend in the world now is hunger is becoming an issue in the world. The inflationary trend, the inflation is galloping. Yes. And with time, 1 million naira will buy may not be significant. You understand what I'm talking about? Naira for Nigeria. What it will buy will become very insignificant. So the establishment of the food center is going to be a trigger for people to go into TBC a lot from different locations. Because that is a center where you can now buy food cheaper than you can get in the open market. So no matter how high it is, it would be nice if it is established. Now, talking about size is relative. You understand what I'm saying? Size is a relative term.
Right.
So it's the only who can answer this question properly, because he is the only person who knows the quantum or the magnitude of the food centers he wanted to establish in the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? So we shouldn't worry about size. If we say small, what is small? Small for us could be huge somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? So size to me is subjective, and it is is very, very subjective to what is available. Yes. So we start small, we start big, but the most important thing is to get started. There's no way you start that kind of shop or that kind of that it will fail. It cannot fail. I'm telling you, it cannot fail, because so there's stress amongst the people. There's a lot of stress among the people. And if they see where things are cheaper, they are going to go there. No matter the consequence, they are going there to buy, to see how they can purchase. So this fear of failure is not even in my mind at all, because I know that it cannot fail, no matter how you do it, no matter how small we are talking about. But remember, I earlier on said that small is relative. It's a relative term, small.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no matter how it is, it's not really going to fail, because already things are already happening. We already begin to see scarcity all over the whole place. We already begin to see that our currency, the currency we're using, is becoming non-consequential. Because you take it to the market, you could buy what you would have bought in the past. The money you used to buy something in the past, and pockets or rather baskets are filled up. If you go now and buy nothing, you won't find anything in that basket. So the food subsidy establishment is going to be a boost to the admission. Again, the size radius of membership is really going to be a problem, Augustine said, for us in Nigeria. And our Nigerians are people who want to see things happen. Why don't we pause to think about to reason why old members who were there are already dropping? Some of them have dropped. For example, I want that the person who took me in there is no longer even there. I don't even know if he still pays his admin fee or not.
Right.
And sometimes I call him and say, what you're doing is not good. You took us to this place. Now you're abandoning your people. Is it right? So you see, it is me that is now pushing him to continue. That's the point. So, and it's going to happen a lot more, because even though things are happening in TBC community, but it's slow, kind of. It's slow, nothing active. And in Nigeria, we have people who want to see active things, want to see things happen. If we don't see things happening, we're not impressed.
Right.
So with the establishment of food center, maybe one in Nigeria as it is, the whole Nigeria will just manage to get one. I'm telling you, it's going to cause an influx. And before we know it, we may be achieving the 1 billion mark we're talking about. Let me stop here, sir.
Thank you so very much, sir. Really appreciate your contribution. All right, admin is listening. Admin is flexible. He'll be listening to all this. So all your contributions, we appreciate them. And of course, we have somebody that really want to say something. Lena, let's hear from Lena from Namibia.
Yes, Ambassador Mbe, good evening, and to all the Tibetan community. And I would like to wish admin a speedy recovery. Ambassador,
yes,
I want to ask you, because the team of Namibia, the committee of 7, they are ready, they are here. Is it possible to present them to you?
No, we'll only wait when the admin is around.
Oh, yeah, that is what I was wanted to ask, because they are here, then they can hear on their own, then we present them when the admin is there.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I know Ambassador is always flexible, and he have been so, and I would like to advise all of us to take this as a serious matter so that we can have 20,000 people in a rotator program and 1,000 in each country, so that we have our food subsidy open. Starting small, it will help. It will also encouraging the other member who are not more active to start to be active. And this is in our hand. We need to start in our own country. And once you start at home, it will expand worldwide.
Right.
Thank you, Ambassador, for that. We will wait admin so that we will come and present the committee of 7 from Namibia.
Fantastic. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate your contribution. Okay, we have another person. We have a lot of people that have not actually said anything. We'll take those that have been, that have not yet said anything. We have Jenny. Is that Gianni? Gianni, please unmute. Sorry if I can't pronounce that name very well. You can unmute now. Okay, go ahead. Okay, Johnny, are you there? All right, so we'll take another person, all right? We have Prince Charles from UK.
Hello, good evening from here.
Good evening.
Ambassador, I'm listening to everybody. And I just want to, excuse me, I want to use this opportunity to wish admin a quick recovery. He's a mystery man indeed. Most of the things that he said, I'm seeing them unfolding on the media, the mainstream media, about what might likely happen in the years to come. And also to tell our brothers in Africa that Africa has the key for this. Africa and Asia will have the key for this thing to explode. And for those in Nigeria, what you are seeing now is just the beginning. The inflation is going to go worse in Nigeria. And this is the right time for TBC to emerge in Nigeria if we play our card very well. I did some projection, I saw it. What the inflation that the brother was talking about, this is nothing. What happened in Zimbabwe is likely what they're going to repeat in Nigeria. And come the month of October, something that will be a dramatic change in Nigerian financial system, and that will tighten most of the things. They want to play like they want to recover but they're not going to recover from that financial catastrophe because the debt that that country is having is quite huge. So what we're going to, the only remedy, what I see so far, TBC can make a very massive change. If we underground, if we do underground, if we do our underground very well there, by the time people are complaining, TBC is standing. And we may not need much big shopping, food stores all over, just one. Like the brother said, one can make a difference. People over there believe in what they see. They don't act on maybe hearing first. They want to see it, then they jump. But if you do business that way, you're definitely gonna come last all the time, because by the time you will see it, most people have taken the position. So we're gonna do a lot of things. Even in South Africa, where a lot of things are going wrong, it is a very good ground for this thing to TBC to set up a system there, I tell you. But we in UK, we are doing our work and we are making sure that everything is gonna work out fine. And finally, for the sister that was crying or weeping, let's just stay calm. Let admin come and address the situation. It might not be you can't use one person's voice to make conclusion. There might be communication problem there, and something might be. It doesn't mean that the person mounting the system there is. I don't think admin will put a novice, a stupid person there. There might be communication issue. So just take heart. Mazi, thank you very much. I'm done.
Thank you so much, Prince. And Prince, please check your WhatsApp. I'll be reaching out to you.
Yes, sir. I will.
Okay.
I will.
Thank you. All right. So we also have Nokia 6. I don't know who that is. We have, all I say is Nokia 6. Go ahead. Nokia 6, unmute yourself.
Good evening, Amber.
Good evening to you.
And all the co-admins. First of all, I would like to wish our admin a quick recovery. And thank you for today's keyword. It's flexibility. And I'm sure admin has been very flexible in many instances, as you had explained. And if he has suggested that we can begin small with the food centers, then I know he has the blueprint. He knows how he's going to handle it. And he has always succeeded in whatever he has started. So we are just going to back him up as he begins small, as you see. But also that is also playing with people's psychology, because when people see, they believe. So if something small will start, then they'll be able to know that for sure, TBC is not joking. TBC is here for people and to change their lives and to make their lives better, less stressful. And this will succeed. We'll be able to succeed. And this one will actually cause an avalanche. That is, there will be a flux in for people who want to join TBC and benefit from the food, because people have got to eat 3 times a day. So it's no joke. This is something that people would love to have. So thank you so much. I know admin, once he has mentioned something, he's up to something, because he's the vision bearer. He has the blueprint of TBC, so he knows how he's going to direct us and it will succeed. So thank you so much, Embe, for that opportunity.
Great contribution. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we might be taking the last person, Samuel Waga.
Mr. Imbe, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
I'm at work, but I must join you guys.
Great.
I'm serious. We began the job today because we were in holiday. We resumed today. So I'm much busy, but this is very important. So I'm trying to give my contribution to you guys that it's better. Those who have already formed, like Ivory Coast and Nigeria and Cameroon, the figure that you guys have, maybe Ms. Ademi should consider and start with you guys with food subsidy marketing. So we Ghanaians could buy from Ivory Coast. There is a transport which can bring our things that we can buy from Ivory Coast shop, which is ready, and the transport can bring to us in Ghana for the meantime and wait for when our market will start in Ghana. And then Ivory Coast, for example, Nigeria can buy from Cameroon. Cameroon can buy from Sudan for gradually, because we can have a transport at least 2 days journey. The transport can bring the food that you buy online from the shop. You understand? Through that, everybody will believe that the market has started real, and many people like see and believe. Likewise, me too. You understand? So that when we begin with this one, the whole TBC group could buy from any nearby country to know that the TBC we have, this is a place where we can spend the money and get happiness and then great, vim for moving forward. This is my little contribution. So we should listen to those who brought this idea. I support that. Thank you, Mr. Mbe and every TBCian.
Thank you so very much, Samuel.
You're welcome. You're welcome, brother.
Okay, so guys, we have come to the end of our program. We are actually above the time here, but we had to give the opportunity for many of you to actually speak, okay? So those of you with your hands up, I think you are coming in for the second time again. It's rather unfortunate that we are above time, all right? So we can't take you anymore. Don't get upset, okay? So like I said in the beginning of this program, you know, so these are all suggestions, right? These are all suggestions. Admin is flexible. And the fact that we have contributed, the fact that we have said something, even if it is not considered, don't be mad, don't get upset, okay? Admin knows it best, all right? So, but just bear in mind that he's very flexible, okay? Just bear in mind that admin is flexible, and we'll see. Well, let's keep our admin in prayers. He has a great vision, he has a great project, and we believe in it. So all we need to do is to tell the admin who will be listening to us right now to get well very soon. So all of us should unmute ourselves. The keyword of the day was flexible. So we can all unmute and say, admin, get well very soon.
Admin, get well very soon.
Admin, get well very soon.
Admin, get well soon.
Well very soon. Get well very soon.
Speedy time. Admin, we love you. Well,
Bye.
Well soon.
We are come to sit down. Well, very soon. Admin, get well very soon. We love you.